Alright, welcome back, folks. We've got some fun stuff for you today. We've got some space toys. Oh man, I am looking forward to this. We're going to bring this to auction very shortly. You can see the results of that at TheBigToyAuction.com. Head on over and bid on it. But we're going to walk you through this. This is a big one. It barely fits here, as you can see, in our camera space. It kind of barely fits in our other camera as well as our still camera. So we might end up turning it a little bit. To give you an idea, here is our size marker. We're looking at about 15, so about 19, 20 inches across on the box, and that way around another foot or so. The actual piece itself is 11 1/4 inches. It's made up of 28 parts, and this is from Revell Monogram. Now this might look a little bit weird to you here, but we're going to get it just like that in the box, just so I can get a couple of pictures real quick, and then we're going to crack it open. Now, you may not be able to see it in the flat photos once we put it in the catalog, so I'm going to show you. The box itself, if you can see that, has been crushed in just a little bit. Even in the video, it's not showing up very well. There you go. So you can see it right there. That's a pretty good indicator. You can see right there where it's had some damage to the box. It still displays very, very nicely. It's just creased and bubbled in a way that might indicate water damage. I'm not sure. Let's crack it open and see. So these have the nice telescoping boxes, but because of that creasing, it doesn't want to work with us. There's a level 2 Revell Monogram kit. That gives you an idea of how easy or hard it is. And there you go. So you can see right here what you've got inside. As I said, about 28 pieces. They all appear to be in their original bags. I don't know if we'll get any useful pictures off of that, but it comes with the instructions, and I cannot find a scale on it. So I'm not sure if it has a true scale to it. Again, it's a made-up, it's the Cylon base star, which is a neat piece, but obviously it doesn't exist in the real world, so accuracy may not be quite as important. We have these extra pieces. We have this extra bag, and I wonder, was it originally done up? These bags have not been opened at all. They do appear to have their runners and springs, as you see right there. So I'm a little concerned about. Oh, you know what I bet this is? I'll bet you this is the outside packaging. I'll bet you they removed it, took the cellophane from the outside, put it in here. That's probably what that was. Because these appear to be completely unopened and built up. So 28 pieces, all ready for you to go. Is this a snap tight? It does not appear to be, so you might need some glue on there. Let's see what it says under Skill 2. It does require painting. It does require glue, so these are not a snap tight kit, but still a fun piece nonetheless. So you get all of that. You get the instructions here to go with it, and you are set to go. You've got a fun weekend in front of you here with your Battlestar Galactica Cylon kit. I'm going to put this right back in here. Now, when we ship it to you, just to keep things from rattling around in the box, because no matter how safely we pack the box, this can still rattle around. And while it would have to go through some major damage to get this to whack enough that it would crack, we may end up wrapping this in some bubble wrap. Or we may end up putting some fill inside the box. Usually when we do that, we try to go with clean fill. We try to recycle here at the Big Toy Auction as often as we can. That means we will use newspaper and stuff, but in something like this inside the box, we'll probably use clean fill or else some bubble wrap to keep these safe. We'll see how it goes and where it's shipping, etc. And of course, you can always schedule with us if you would like to make a local pickup, especially those of you dropping off consignments. We've got lots of consigners that come by, they make their purchases for that week. We kind of swap out with the new items they're going to sell with us, and we keep it going like that. So there you go, that's your Battlestar Galactica Cylon base star. Very neat piece, of course, kind of reminiscent of a different well-known spaceship, especially if you look at it right here. It's been talked about many times. George Lucas, at least he claims that he based his Millennium Falcon off of a sandwich with an olive that he was eating. I will not make the typical, of course it was named after food, joke, or designed after food joke with George Lucas, but this one looks like somebody might have been eating a double burger. You decide if it was intentional or not. I'm not going to get into it, but we're going to move on here to some more space stuff. Here you go, Star Trek The Next Generation. This one's a little bit smaller, should fit in the box better. Oh, 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 oh. And of course we knock this down. Yeah, there we go. Good thing I wear pants. There we go. We'll bring it down just a little bit like that. Now it's right in the glare. So I'll move it around for you. But it's looking good in our, we use a 2-camera system right here to take our photos. One is the video camera that you guys are seeing, you folks out there, and the other is our still camera that we use for the our still camera that we use for our catalog. And that's what we're doing right now. We're cataloging these for our next event. Now, it's great to see the photos, but what you guys really get to see is this. You get to see all the way the light shines off of it. You get to see any damage to the box. This is Star Trek The Next Generation. This is the NCC 1701D, the one that we saw for most of the run of Next Generation, right up until that very sad moment when this one crashed and we got a chance to introduce the E. The B makes an appearance briefly, if I'm not mistaken, as well as some others. But this is the NCC 1701D from Star Trek The Next Generation. It is a plus pack, which means probably it comes with these items. We'll open it up and see. And does it tell me what scale this is? I'm not sure. So, not sure why. Oh, no, I thought there was a little bit of tape on there. It's not. It's just a little crease in the box. The box looks pretty good. It's made by AMT ERTL. This may not have an exact scale to it. This is from 1996. So what movie would that have been? 96 would have been right around Generations? And here you go. So it's got the full instructions to help you out. Man, look at the detail on that. That is crazy. We forget often, unless you see those markups of the size comparisons between various spaceships, just exactly how big the NCC 1701 were, the different versions. As they got bigger, or as they moved on to the C and the D, eventually they became enormous. But here you go. So here's the saucer section. So it looks like it has not been built up at all, but that some enterprising young person decided they were gonna do it, and then changed their mind. So some of it has been removed from the sprues and runners, but it looks like none of it has been taken out. So here you go. Here's all the parts of the nacelles, I would imagine. The stickers are intact, and I'm just going to heap this all on top here. So it does look like somebody took the time to start to remove it from the sprues and runners. I have not looked to see how competently they did so. If these are nice razor cuts and sanding, or if this is just yank and grab. I haven't looked yet. But so it's all here, it looks like. It just, including a nice little base for it to sit on. Here's part of the warp cells. And it does come with this paint that doesn't look like it's been, it looks like the paint itself has been opened, but that nothing inside has necessarily. I'm not gonna try and open that, because this is 22-year-old paint that still appears to be liquid, interestingly. I'm not going to be the first person to make a mess with it. So, you can see it right there. I'm going to get a couple of shots for our catalog. Let's move our size marker out of the way. This thing is pretty big too. Not quite as big as that Cylon base. but sizable, pretty formidable. And the same thing may happen, depending on how it looks like and what all you win in order. We may put this in some baggies as well, just to keep it from rattling around inside. This is a slightly thinner plastic, so it feels a little bit less. I don't think it's going to crack immediately just by looking at it. I think it's still pretty. It's pretty substantial. It's just it's a little less substantial than the other one, so I don't want anything happening to it. But we'll walk you through here, and I'll take another photo or two, so that you can see exactly what you're getting. And just because when we try to do these explode the box shots, we try to get everything in there. So I'll try to include that way you can see the stickers, you can see this. Now you folks have already seen it, but the people relying on just one or two flat images in the catalog, they haven't. So we try to get everything right there. So again, has been removed from the inner bag, and that's sad. Has been removed from the sprues, and that's a little sad too. Has this been sanded? So maybe they started, but they have not begun in earnest to put it together. So that is all you. Some enterprising young person out there or older person is going to have an opportunity to be the first to put this together and enjoy the heck out of it. So it does come with that plus pack. Now the plus pack does claim to use these as well. I did not see those. I did not see the glue or the paintbrush, which is good, because if we use that glue, we cannot ship it via airmail, which means it has to stay within the contiguous United States and would have to go would have to go ground by some method. We can't ship that USPS priority if it has any volatile or combustible items. And I'll show you the back of it here. I don't know if that's a product number or if that's an individually numbered item. I would suggest it's probably the former, not the latter. But we'll take the picture of that too. You know what? Why not? Can we get a good shot of this? If I do it on its end, like, we're not going to get a good shot. I'll do it anyway. But you can see, you know, the corners are good. They haven't been beat all to heck. Slight indentation right here that you'll see the way the light shines. And that's that. So that's why we do these live videos, so you can see every little nook and cranny of the items. And the folks seeing just the still photos, they get a different experience. Either way, we hope that between the two, it gives you exactly all the information you need to make your purchasing decisions. These will be available at the Big Toy Auction. Alright, now, the last in this little session right here is a nice older piece right here. Check this out, folks. This is the USS Enterprise Command Bridge. Beautiful, beautiful looking piece right here, at least on the outside. I don't know what it looks like on the inside yet, but you are going to find out with us. This is fairly fresh to us. Just came in not too long ago with some other space toy stuff. We're going to put it with our other space toys in our next auction. You can see that at TheBigToyAuction.com as it scrolls along the bottom of your screen. We're going to open it up, and oh man, we got some stickers. We got some pieces. Let me get some shots here for you before I center it. We'll center it right here. So you got all those neat stickers. Ooh, look at that. It's old enough that it has started to... Has someone begun to put this together? It might have been. That's sad. But it's still very nice. Looks like some glue interacting with the plastic. So this is, I'm guessing, from 1991, a reissue of this. We'll check the box in a moment, and you get everything you're seeing right here. So this one, sadly, does look like somebody started to put it together. So you don't get quite that. Hey, there's a little Spock. Anybody else in there? Yep. A little, I don't know who that's. Here's Kirk. I'm going to guess that's Bones. It's hard to tell whether it's gray like that. So you're getting to see all of that right there. We'll move the size marker out of the way. That'll give you an idea, an indication. This will need some paint to cover up what's going on there with the glue. But pretty fantastic all around. So I hope you've had a chance to look at this. About almost 30 years old now. And this itself was a 20th anniversary, 25th anniversary. So everything you see right there, we'll flip it over without trying to. So this says 1975. So let me look at the thing here. I don't know if this was a reissue. I don't know why that 91 is in there. Let's see. Yes, so this was a reissue of the original 1975 mold. So there you know as much as we know. Okay, so we've got these stickers. We've got these little flat panels. So this is a nice way to not have to shell out the big bucks for the original 1975, but still get roughly the same experience. When I'm making a mess of things here, I don't want things to get busted. Just like the others, we may end up putting this in some bubble wrap inside the package, just to keep things safe for you. I wish it hadn't been put together like that. To make this part much easier, and I think a little bit more fun for you folks, but I don't think that's going to reduce the enjoyment of somebody who really wants to get this, take it, put it into the, get it some paint job, and finish putting it together. Man, this does not want to fit well. There we go. So we'll get one more photo with the box and the stickers, and of course this will go back in a moment. As you can see everything. And that is going to do it for this particular session. We hope you've had a good time looking at all this stuff. You're going to have an even better time bidding on this stuff. Winning it and taking it home, you're going to do that here at TheBigToyAuction.com. You'll see it coming on up on your screen. Get on over there, bid on any of these items, contact us about consigning any items that you have, or ask any questions on this or any of the other items. We recommend that you can always leave pre-bids, but we recommend that you come and join us live on the day. Typically, most of these are on a Friday afternoon or a Wednesday afternoon. Some of our bigger ones on the weekend or at conventions. But we always make it available to you via phone bidding as well. We do have a mobile bidding as well, so you can bid anywhere you need to be, even if you got to sneak out of work. For 10 minutes to go use the bathroom, you can go and do that. So if you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you at the auction.